As summer came to a close, I got ready to leave the house I've been living in since I was 7. I had to say goodbye to my sister and friends who I knew I wouldn't see till winter break, and say goodbye to my parents. Despite the sad goodbyes, I was beyond excited to leave my town of Glenview, Illinois, and spend my first semester of college in London. Even on August 22nd, when I arrived in London, I couldn't quite wrap my mind around the experience that I, Melissa Flaxman, was about to have. Within the first few days, we experienced an outrageous downpour and a true taste of London weather. The weather hasn't stopped me from visiting the beautiful and historical sites that London has to offer. I've seen Westminster Abbey, the London Eye, Tower of London, the British Museum, as well as taken trips to Stonehenge, Bath, Dover, Edinburgh, and so much more. I was also fortunate enough to travel to Paris and Rome over my fall break. To be able to come back for my first semester and share stories about the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, the Colosseum, and Trevi Fountain is not something you get to do every day. Never would I have thought that at 18 years old, I would be traveling Europe with friends.
See it now, right where I belong, nothing's wrong, I wish you could be flying next to me, both feet off the ground, don't look down, and when the sun sets into a sunrise, I need a new direction, let's figure this out, just give me some time. You know I'll come back again. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me down now. You gotta let me go.
Another aspect of the NUN program that enhanced my experience was service learning. I was placed with the People's Supermarket, which is a grocery store focused on providing healthy, locally grown produce at an affordable price. At first, I wasn't excited to be working at a grocery store and didn't think I would get a chance to truly interact with the locals. Each week, I enjoyed myself more and more and saw how I was making a difference. By talking to the other volunteers, I learned just how valuable my contribution is. Without the volunteers, which they call members, the People's Supermarket would not function. Although at first I was upset about my placement, in the end, I'm glad that I had the opportunity to work with the People's Supermarket. This experience wouldn't be complete without the friends I've made. A program with 76 people creates a unique environment for friendships. I lived, went to school, socialized, and traveled with the same people. Although that much time with the same people can get overwhelming, it also allowed me to build amazing friendships. Looking back on my time here in London, I definitely feel like I've learned a lot about myself and grown as a person. One thing is for sure though, I've had quite the global experience and have become a global citizen.